Hey, today I want to talk to you about why we fail. All right. First of all, most of us fail because we never even try. Now, I want to tell you that I love failing. All right. Why do I love failing? For every success I have in my life, I must have failed at least 10, 15, 20 times as many times. I love failing because you learn more when you fail than you do when you succeed. As a matter of fact, the only time in my life where I had success, back to back, it led to the greatest miserable failure of my life because you're not learning, you're not growing. All right, so every time you fail, every single time you fail, you want to remind yourself that you're closer to your success. Now, failure is a waste of time if you're not learning from it. So in our company, we always say we love making mistakes as long as you never make the same mistake twice. Now, that is poison. You can't do that. So you've got to learn from that. But every time you fail, you find the silver lining, you learn from it, you push forward, and you don't stop. There's an old story I remember hearing where someone said, someone's walking door to door and they're getting no, no, no. They're trying to sell things door to door. And after getting 10 or 12 or 15 no's, they finally give up. And they just say, this isn't going to work. And they walk away. Whereas the next door, that person was looking for the exact product that was being sold. Had they just knocked on that door, they would have gotten their first yes, and they would have been able to start that momentum. So you've got to change your approach many times. You've got to change the way you're doing things. You've got to learn from it, but you've got to keep pushing forward. Listen, you can't just quit. Failure is indeed the road, the journey to success. And if you fail too quickly every time you fail, you're never, ever going to make anything happen. And by the way, this fear of failure, we're going to talk about this much more because I have found it to be the number one reason people don't get what they want in their lives. It actually paralyzes people from even doing anything. So if you can begin to love failing, if you can begin to look forward to every time you make a mistake and learn from it and push past it, it's going to serve you leaps and bounds moving forward. All right, this is Anik with another message for Learn Nation. So make sure, leave a comment below, hit like, hit share, tell me what you think. What do you think about failure? I'll talk to you soon.